Alright everyone, welcome back once again. We are here in the grand finals between Bishamon and Global. Global coming all the way through the winner's bracket. Bishamon getting knocked down by Global in the winner bracket finals, finding their way back here through that loser bracket. They are going to find themselves down a 1-0 map advantage to Global. It is going to be a best of 5 though, so there are quite a few maps that they can play to bring it back and potentially win the grand final. Hopefully all of you guys are in the chat and have been eagerly awaiting this match. All the players are in the room. We're ready to go. Just going to list off the matches, or the maps I should say. India is going to be the first map, where then we're going to see Black Scent, Hammerbow, and then Cannon. You can see those in the bottom right of the screen as well. I think so. As soon as we get ready, someone else has to crash. So again, a shout out to all the people who have watched the stream for the last 3 hours and 30 minutes. Shout out to you guys and all the supporters. Make sure you guys drop us a follow if you want to stay notified when we go live and all that fun stuff. Make sure you go follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook as well. Keep up to date with all of our content and all the stuff we retweet and repost or share from the other AVA versions and all the other different players, like Japanese Team Detonator, F4E, or even Ashura Balta, or Heat, White, teams like that. We post all their content and funnel you towards them. And subscribe to us on YouTube for our highlights as well, and VODs, and of course our new CGO video interview series. If you want to see us video interview Kimpa, Taz, or Subulette, you can go check those out on our YouTube as well. But again, this is the grand finals though. We're just waiting on one player to get back into the room. Godhawk seems to have crashed out of the game, so we're waiting for him to get back in here, and then we can get this started and underway. So yeah, Global has gone to this point in the grand finals pretty much uncontested. There's been nothing they've haven't been able to do, or any team they haven't had any trouble with. Bishamon though, they looked like they had a little bit of trouble there with 3NA 2EU, the team they played in the loser bracket finals, but they did edge it out 2-1. Very close third map game, 7-6 on Black Scent. That map almost always seems to go to a 7-6 or something crazy like that. But Global, they are going to AWC Japan later in December, so they are viewing this tournament as practice. It is expected for them to win. Bishamon, they're just trying to make a name for themselves, trying to have fun in this ESL Demolition Cup, like everyone else should have tried to do this weekend. If not, there's a 1-on-1 ESL Annihilation Cup coming up next weekend that you can participate in. And our next event for ESL for Demolition would be the second weekend of December. We'll have a Demolition Cup. We have two 1-on-1 cups, I think, as well, the second and third Fridays. And then AWC, of course, is from the 17th to 20th of December. Make sure you guys tune into the CGO stream for that. We'll be live from Japan. And I think that's about the only 30-day outlook we have for the rest of AVA. Of course, Area is doing a Cyber Monday sale, so make sure you guys go check that out. Spend some AP. And yeah, check out the forums, go sign up on ESL, follow all your players and friends on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll all be happy. And look at this, all the players are in the room. Again, first map is going to be India. India, we've seen Global perform pretty flawlessly on this map time and time again. Originally they were pretty terrible on this map, but over time they just grew to be a very big contender. We're going to have Global starting off on EU. Bisha is going to start off on defense. And the host has cancelled the countdown, of course. Alright guys, and the grand finals is underway. First map, India is coming down to this map. Global versus Bishamon. Come on, let's see who can win this game. Still slowly loading in. Hopefully we've had no DCs or anything to that effect. We've actually had very little DCs this entire cup. Alright, so first round is live. We're going to hop on board to Bora, see where he can go in the first round. Alright, so Bora pushed down to the middle side here of mid. Looks like Global's going to be pushing towards a stairway push. Over here at 1, Shiftwalk and KH are going to be the players that are going to be sitting aside that site and are needing to defend it. I'm waiting to see Bora if he's actually going to try to push out here. We are going to hop on over to Delcor though, as Delcor is priming his aim up to get these shots and open an opening, or opportunity I should say, into the site. But look at that, KH takes down Delcor with a quick peek onto him, and oh my gosh, Global just gets annihilated at the bottom of the stairs here.
Enemy troops eliminated.
Team Ace coming out from Bishamon. I am speechless because I did not expect that to happen. I'm pretty sure Global didn't expect that to happen. They all died. Not a single one of them got a kill. I mean, they didn't throw any smokes into that one side as well. They kind of like peeked off at Delcor. Look at that Kroon taking that headshot, taking out Shiftwalk with a headshot of his own. And now we have to see the massive stack at 2 from Bora, Godhawk, and Huso. They have to move over back over to one side. And this Bishamon team is looking pretty good. Like, they called out for a 2 stack, and I mean, most teams would have gone straight to 2 after getting annihilated on 1 like that. But Global, they went back to 1. And they didn't get annihilated at all, and now it looks to be in their favor. 3-5. Global had the advantage. They could have taken 1. They still could have taken 1 now, as Delcor got a kill on Bora. But they're just playing safe. They're playing their proper team, and Delcor is just lethal right now, taking out Huso. Godhawk, of course, is sitting in the spawn, misses the shot, and that's all it's going to take for Epi to take him down. So after losing that first round just abysmally, we're tied here back up in a 1-1 score. Global, of course, showing in that second round why they are Global. Didn't look like they had any issues at all. I'm going to have to assume that first round was a flop. But guys, make sure you go tell your friends and everyone else you know that this game is going on to tune into the stream. It is Global versus Bishamon. Oh, Godhawk playing aggressive, gets a kill to Delcor. Here comes the push from the rest of the players at Global. They have been spotted. The information has been given to Bisha. They know that they're stacking here at 2. Bora is playing here on the right-hand side. Kroon spots him. Bora is going to be taken down immediately without doing any damage at all. Kroon and crew push into the backyard. It's going to be Godhawk on the barrels. Godhawk gets 1 onto Taz, but it's going to be Pedaways and Kroon last alive here. Taking down Godhawk. Godhawk was going aggressive there. Oh, it's going to be KH inside of the site. Pedaways will take him down after Kroon defaults back out. Kroon, of course, picking up that scope. What else? Misses the shot. Pedaways can't plant. He didn't have time to switch out. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Epi somehow found a scope somewhere and takes him out. What a crazy, crazy round that was for Global. Back and forth between each of those teams. And it looks like Bish is able to stay on par with Global, at least in these first few early rounds. We're going to have to see if Global is just toying around with him, or if Global just needs to get warmed up a little bit after Bish has been playing a couple of games themselves. And of course, Kroon is going to spam that bat the entire time. Alright, so we're going to have to see how this plays out now as Bisha, they're not playing overly aggressive like they were before. They might now. Let's hop onto Huso. Huso, he's got a lot of players on the left. Gets 1 kill. Can't get any more after that. Epi will shut him down. Huso kind of like misses his reaction timing there. And pretty much allows all of Global to get inside that 2 site. KH and Shiftwalk will be coming from the flank. Taz has the back. Oh, Taz tags KH. And now Pedaways will have him pretty much dead, and now it's going to be up to Shiftwalk. He's made his way into the side of the site, but it's not going to matter. 3-1 for Global. This could be a very fast map if it continues on this pace. Global, they're not wasting any time. They have very efficient rotations onto the sides, very efficient angles that they're peaking. Of course, they're using that buddy system. It's a completely different level of a team almost. And Bishamon, they're just getting wheeled under a bus right now as they're just not able to get out of it. They need to find those opportunities to succeed and capitalize them as well, but standard default defensive setup coming out from Bisha, but I mean Global, they're trying to distract as much as they can as they push into the site. Bora is playing up. Oh, actually they only have 2 plays inside of 1. KH. Oh, Epi takes down 1. And yeah, Pedaways is going to take down the other. That's going to be the entire site going to Global. Surprised they didn't have 3 players inside of that site. Huso was actually playing on the flank, but he But against a team like Global, who are so quick to make their executions, by the time you decide to start rotating and doing a flank like what Huzo was trying to do, it's already going to be over. Huzo in the site, what can he do? It's a 1-on-3, getting flashed, burning time, getting shot from all angles. Yeah. I mean, Huzo was getting all these flanks because 3NA, 2EU were so slow in their rotations. They were so slow in their executions. They were taking 2 minutes to just do one little thing. Global, they take 20 seconds. And Huzo is not going to have opportunities like that. And he needs to play better as a point man than what he was doing before in that situation, as he was pretty much useless that entire round. And alright, Delcor, of course, is playing at mid. He's got Bora to deal with. Epi is not going to go scout at mid. He's going to leave that up to Delcor.
Charge set.
Sorry about the ads, but we are back, and it looks like Bishamon is actually going to take a round. It's second round, I should say. It's going to be 4-2, and that.
Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Alright, so the sides have switched. We're heading here into the second half. Score is currently 4-2 for Global. Alright, so it looks like Bishamon is just going to do a 5-man stack at backyard or go towards 2. Taz and Epi are going to try to work together to defend this stat. Taz gets the first shot. Oh, he misses the second, and they're still coming. Taz has to turn around. Godhawk was taken out first, though, so there are no scopes. Smokes are coming out. Here comes the push. Epi gets one. Epi gets a second. Shiftwalk takes down Epi. Taz trying to use the pistol. Takes down Shiftwalk as well. He doesn't know if there's another player on the site. He has to look around, and Huzo will take down Delcor. And Huzo is going to run all the way back to mid. Bomb is sitting inside it too. I don't think Global has called it out. But Kroon is just trying to keep the pressure on. He's going to back off now. Taz is actually going to go aggressive. Is going to meet up with Huzo if he looks to his right. Huzo's actually walking through the spawn. Let's hop on the board to him, see if he can do something like a miracle. Oh, he misses Kroon. Vital kill. He's about to die from Taz. Oh, Kroon. Oh my gosh, no, he get a double kill. What? He takes out Kroon and Taz. Kroon and Taz both missing multiple shots on Huzo, potentially allowing Huzo to clutch this out. Huzo, where are you going to look? Are you going to be able to do this? Oh, he misses the shot. He had his crosshair right on Pedaways, but wasn't able to secure it. Picks up a rest. Does he think? Yeah, he kind of tagged Pedaways. But see, Pedaways has all the control here. Pedaways has the bomb. Huzo has to confront him, has to go into the site, pushing through that doorway or go through the back alleyway. With a Varesk, I don't know which side actually would be better. I guess it just depends on what he's feeling. Alright, Huzo is making his move. He's got 25 seconds left. Bomb is in his sights now. Yeah, Pedaways is going to shoot him right out of the air. And that's going to be 5-2 for Global. Winning the first round of the side switch there. Alright, all of Global are pushing mid. Could this be a slaughter? A nice exchange between Shiftwalk and Kroon, but Godhawk will come out on top on Delcor, and that's going to have them all back off. Taz is going to get a nade onto Cage, but Taz will fall to Godhawk. All up to Kroon now. Kroon trying to get a few kills. He's done a lot of damage to Godhawk, but he's lost Site 1 control. And with less than half HP, it's going to be very hard for him to get inside of the site. Gotta wait for the smoke. He doesn't even know if there's a player coming from behind. Kroon still trying to get some pre-firing here. He actually takes down Godhawk. He gets flashed. Still has a lot of time. Shiftwalk is very low, so just one flick shot from Kroon with his AK-12 will take him out. The problem is Huzo. Huzo is a ton of HP, and there we go. Shiftwalk takes down Kroon.
Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
And alright, Bishamon is trying to bring it back. They've won 3 rounds now. It's 5-3 overall. Global still has a pretty hefty advantage for them. 2 rounds away from winning the first map and being a 2-0 over Bishamon. And with that nade, Peterways and Kroon are going to be aware of the play here. And look at that, Godhawk actually pushed out too far, and Kroon gets both of the kills, takes down Huzo, takes down Godhawk. That's exactly what we want to see from Kroon on those stairs there. And Godhawk just pushed out too far without getting a pick. He needed to get that first pick and then continue pushing out with a rifle supporting him. Just pushing out without getting that pick is going to be a death sentence, especially with 2 players playing down there. Alright, so Bor, Shiftwalk, KH, the 3 remaining players of Bishamon are last life here. Delcor is just destroying everyone. He gets the 2k, but he can't get the 1 onto Bora. And yeah, Bora turns around and there's 2 players of Global just waiting for him. What more can we expect? 6-3 now for Global. They have a huge lead over Bishamon right now. Going to be very tough for them to come back, especially on offense when they've been playing not the greatest against the star power of Taz, Epi, Kroon, Peterways, and Delcor. Delcor again went back to mid, and everyone on Global is playing super aggressive, very aggressive angles everywhere. Taz is playing that backyard staring right at the stairs, misses that first shot. Delcor, of course, getting 1 kill, but can't follow up with the kill into Shiftwalk. And now the collapse is happening. Let's hop on board to Taz before he gets more kills. Taz will actually be taken out by KH, so it's going to be up to Shiftwalk. And it's actually turned into an equal stalemate here, 3-3. Kroon is sitting inside of the doorway, might try to peek out for an opportunity. Should wait for his teammates. Shiftwalk is playing in the courtyard. And it's basically going to be a retake here coming up from Global. Bomb has gone down. Going to be Global's incentive to move now. Epi getting the first kill into Shiftwalk. Cleared the backyard. Kroon can't clear Huzo. So now Peterways and Epi are going to have to work through the smoke to get into the backyard. Peterways gets a nice 1 kill. And he actually kills his teammate Epi with a nice headshot. KH, of course, though, is going to take up Peterways and win that round. So very close to winning their Global, but it just didn't work out. Peterways, a little bit of a mistake there, taking out Epi. Could have been the difference, but still, 4 rounds now for Bishamon. It's currently still 6-4, so I mean, 3 rounds left yet for Bishamon to prove that they can take a map off of Global. And alright, nades are getting... Global's playing it a little bit more seriously this time. I mean, Delcor is still in a pretty troll situation, but I mean, it's Delcor. I'm sure he can handle his aim there with that DSR-1. Yeah, Delcor actually missing once, going to go for a repeak. Kroon might try to push out a vent. He has Bor watching him, and yeah, he gets naded immediately. That should definitely let him know that he can't go through that vent. Oh, Delcor finally getting the pick onto KH. Huzo, though, with a kill into Peterways. That causes Kroon to look to his right, lose focus of the vent, but no one pushes through it. Bora is trying to smoke it up, but Kroon is playing so close that smoke isn't going to do anything at all. Alright, so Shiftwalk, Bora, Godhawk, they're in a 3-on-4 right now. Bora, Godhawk sitting at mid. Shiftwalk sitting on those stairs. Oh yeah, look at that. Shiftwalk comes around, takes down Kroon. It's the first kill of many. They've equalized it out. And now we're going to see Godhawk try to get this kill. But Epi is actually going to try to go aggressive. Oh no, he's just going to play at the bottom of the stairs. Delcor. Oh, Delcor gets tagged just by a sliver. And Epi is going to try to slowly move up here onto the stairs. Spots 1 player. Spots Shiftwalk. Does a little bit of damage to him. But Taz actually finds Godhawk. But Bor is actually playing there as well. How did Bor not actually capitalize killing on Taz there? Oh no, Bor just got a nice double kill because Taz didn't call out there was a second player at vent. So Delcor, Epi both ran there like idiots. And he just got that easy kill. So now it's going to be up to Taz in a 1-on-2. He gets the first kill. Trying to look for... He knows where he is now. He knows where Shiftwalk is. Shiftwalk goes to his left. The pre-fire is just too strong with that AK-12. And Bishamon, they bring it back 5-6. It was 6-2. And look at that scoreline for Shiftwalk. 14-7. He has 13 damage. Same amount of damage as Taz and Epi, though. So it's definitely Delcor and Peterways. They need to step up in order to win these rounds. I mean, Taz and Epi have already contributed so much. Look at Shiftwalk just carrying his team. He's got a big backpack on him. Look at that Kroon trying to step up here, taking out KH. But one kill isn't going to net them the round. They still have to follow through. They've been doing pretty well in the early stages of each round, the last 4 or 5 rounds, but they've just been faltering in the later stages and closing them out. So Epi and Taz are actually playing in pretty risky situations here in backyard. Let's hop on board to Epi, see what he can do. The push is coming. Epi gets 1 kill, but he's so low HP, he may not be able to find a second. It's going to go for a pre-fire. Has to reload, might get pushed out here. Taz is supporting him pretty well. Takes on Huso. Oh, look at that. That's going to be the final round. 7-5 for Global. They cleared up over at the 2 site. And we're going to be going to the next map, which is going to be Black Sand. Alright, so that's going to be Global taking it 7-5 on India, winning the first map. They are now sitting pretty at 2-0 over Bishamon. Bishamon, they can't lose any more maps. If they lose any more maps to Global, they are out of the grand finals, and Global takes another ESL Demolition Cup. So this is pretty much do or die right now for Bishamon. They have to win Black Scent. But I mean, it is Black Scent, and it is a map that Global are fantastic on. I mean, Bishamon, they struggled against 3 NA 2 EU. They only won by going 7-6. I mean, Global is a totally different beast. They have much better players, better aim, better reaction times, better executions. So Bishamon, they definitely have to have gotten their practice in against 3 NA 2 EU, and they need to put out their real gameplay for this map. During this little downtime, would just like to promote the CGO AWC Japan 2015 survival page. It is now up on the CGO website if you want to go check it out. I linked it in the chat. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll find the link directly to it. It's basically outlines the rosters of every team that's going. It has their pictures, their in-game name, and the team's Facebook or team pages as well. It outlines the format of the entire event, so the group stage, the wildcard part, and then the final single elimination playoff bracket, round 4. As well, we'll be posting interviews and stuff that we do in Japan there as well, so make sure you keep that page open and you check it daily through the 17th to the 21st, as tons of content will be posted on there for sure. But we're just waiting on Poor and Cage to ready up to get to this second map, I should say. And we can see if Global are going to be able to pull out another ESL Cup win, or if it's going to be Bishamon who can state that they took a map off of Global. Alright, well, welcome everyone who's just joined into the stream. Just noticed we had a pretty big influx of viewers. Again, this is the grand finals between Global and Bishamon. So basically, we already played India. It's 7-5. Global's up 2-0 because of that 1-0 advantage coming from the winner bracket. Global one map away from taking this grand final. Gonna be really rough for Bishamon to come back here on the black scent. But we'll have to see what they can do. Bisha are going to be on offense. Global are going to be on defense first. Totally going to depend on how Bisha can break through that defense. If they can have a good 3 or 4 rounds on offense, then they have a pretty good chance here to take it out. But if not, if Global can get 4 or 5 rounds on offense, I mean, and defense, I should say, that's going to be a pretty dire situation for the players to be on Bisha. And here we go, first round, no DCs, no nothing, straight into the game. And of course, generator contest coming up from Delcor and Kroon. Yeah, Delcor doesn't even go for the contest, he just goes for the quick peek onto Huzo. Huzo jumped around that corner, and that's exactly what Delcor wanted. Easiest pick in the world for Delcor. And that really sets the tone for the rest of the round here, because plan B isn't really going to work if you go to the pipes here when you have 3 players of Global just sitting and waiting. So Bisha, they need to figure out a strategy to work through this 2 defense or even rotate. But look at that, Taz is already covering that angle. He's already on to Hawk here. Oh wait, Godhawk and Taz just, I don't even know what happened over there. Epi pushes out, gets a KH. KH wasn't being defended by anyone on the top by Bor. Bor was actually checking the pipes. So slight miscommunication from that team caused them to lose that little engagement. And of course, look, that Delcor is already playing on the left. As soon as Bor pushes out, he's going to get taken out. Shiftwalk is going to try to go through Freezer, but Pedaways is already going to cover that. Look at that, Delcor is under the pipe, or bridge, I should say. Epi's already pushing in. Oh no, Bor gets 1 kill onto Delcor. Epi, can he find a follow-up kill? Bor has no HP left to speak of. He's about to get destroyed, and it's going to be up to Kroon and Epi to win this round, as Shiftwalk and Bor have brought it back in their favor. And look at that, Kroon shutting down Bor. It's going to be up to Shiftwalk. He has the bomb. They can't get out of Freezer without opening that door once again. And yeah, Epi's just going to be waiting for him, looking outside of the Freezer. Or stairway, I should say. And just like that, 1-0 for Global. First round going to Global. Not surprised, it's also defense that they're playing on. So now that Bisha have had a lesson, let's see if they've learned anything and can get into this generator. And they get 1 kill. Godhawk gets screwed. Epi takes down KH. But how is this going to transpire? I guess it's going to work out for Global as they have complete control of generator, and no one else wanted to contest it from Bisha. And Delcor is using the ASW 338. Strong gun there, but Huzo will find a kill into Pedaways. Looks like Bisha have just taken that balcony area. Alright, so Epi needs to run away. He gets very low HP, does run away successfully. And it's going to be Delcor that needs to land these shots on the players that are playing on balcony. Taz is in Freezer. So it's an awkward situation to find each of these teams in. Like, Bor just took down Taz. Taz was peeking too far from underneath the window, but it's going to be up to Epi and Delcor. Epi is going to try to go through the Freezer, but little does he know that the door is actually closed, and he's going to have to make noise, and he can't get any kills at all. And look at that, Bisha, they win with 3 players left alive. It's 1-1, all tied up now. And Bisha, they're fighting back. Global did pretty much do this in the first map as well, so not indicative of anything really, but just really good to see that Bisha can actually take a round off of Global in a convincing manner. And look at that, Global, they're not even contesting Generator anymore. They're not sending Delcor to get a pick. Well, Delcor got a pick anyways. Onto Bor, who's peeking with no nade support or smokes, but whatever, right? Oh, and look at that, Kroon takes down Godhawk from the opposite. Actually, he took him right through the wall. Excellent job to Kroon. Oh, Delcor peeks out, misses a shot, but he peeks out again. Huzo can't hear the shot because that ASW is silenced. And Delcor just constantly keeps pushing in. He's face rolling into the generator. Kroon, Taz follow up with kills, and I think Global are just starting to lose their composure and just try to push into the sites. And it seems to be working. I mean, 2-1 right now. Pretty good start for Global. Let's see if they can do more. Just going to be Pedaways throwing a nade into the generator. No one else is going to contest it from Global. except Global's going to contest Freezer completely, and a big chunk of the map has been lost for Bisha now. At best, they can't even rotate from 2 or 1 now. They have to focus going to 2 or going to 1. Look at that, Taz already taking down Bora. They've already been flanked, and Huzo is going to be trapped inside of that generator room. It's going to be up to Delcor to defend this 1 push. Already, K, Shiftwalk, and Godhawk should already be trying to push into the 1 with how many players Huzo has already locked down. But look at that. They're too afraid of Delcor to push through. Delcor is just spamming this ASW so fast. Taz gets 1 kill. Delcor misses a shot as they push out of warehouse. Epi getting 1 kill into Godhawk. Oh my gosh, Delcor getting the kill into Shiftwalk. That is the bomb down. It's all up to Cage, and Cage will be taken out as well. 3-1 for Global on defense as well. Might see a generator contest coming out here from Global, and it looks like 5 players from Bisha are going to be here. Huzo gets the first one. Epi gets the second. Delcor gets 1 as well. It's getting that kill into Bora. KH is going to try to flank from behind them. It's not going to matter. Delcor just going absolutely crazy. And yeah, Godhawk does get 1 moving shot there onto Epi. Gets out Delcor as well. But it's going to be Kroon and Taz who are still left alive. I mean, Godhawk is a scope. He has been probably the best performing player on Bisha so far today. But with 1 HP, is he going to be able to do it? Alright, Taz, Kroon are just playing the bomb, so Godhawk is going to take the long walk around to NRF spawn. Alright, so Taz spotted him, missed the shot, but Godhawk is still going to push up as fast as he can. And yeah, Taz, there's too many angles to cover there. Taz will take him out, and that's going to be 4-1 going to Global. And this is what I'm talking about. Once Global gets these 3-4 round advantages over you, it's so hard to come back on them. Especially when they're going to be switching to offense on the next side here. But look at this. All of Global pushed down mid, and that's going to open up all of 2. And I don't think they've realized... Okay, yeah, now Bisha now realize what's happening. But look at this. The 5-man retake coming out from Global against the 5-man post-man plant. Huzo, Delcor exchanging shots on each other. Pettaways with the kill into Godhawk. Bomb is now down, but Delcor, Pettaways, Epi, Kroon are all coming from the flank. Delcor is going to throw that nade. KH needs to get some of these kills here. He needs to cause a lot of delay for the rest of his team to work these angles. Huzo gets 1 out to Delcor. Kroon drops as well. KH and Huzo going absolutely massive for the team. Whole bunch of spraying is coming down, but look at this. Epi's inside of the site. It's a 1-on-1. Epi gets a nice double kill. 15 seconds left. Epi is going to wait to take down Shiftwalk. He needs to push him now, and Shiftwalk just needs to run. That's exactly what he's going to do. Doesn't have time. Epi, you try. Oh, you get the kill, but no time left. So excellent job to Bisha there on winning this round. Just pushed right into the site. I mean, Global pretty much handed it over to them. But they defended that 5-man retake, so that is something to be proud of. Epi is 10-2 somehow. 4-2. And Global on offense. And just like that, Taz gets an opening frag onto Godhawk. That's going to allow them to take into the 1 side. And there's pretty much no one else in position to defend this 1 side from Bisha.
Charge set.
Alright, here comes the retake coming out back from Bisha, but it's not working out for them. Kroon takes out 1, Taz, and Kroon gets the double kill. It's just too many kills coming out at once to call them all out. I mean, Global is just stomping Bisha right now on Blackscent. They stomped them on defense. They stomped them the first round of offense. 2 more rounds, and Global are going to take the grand finals in this November Demolition Cup. Bisha, they have 5 rounds of their own that they must come back from. Like that, Kroon is just pushing out with no fear at all, just rushing down that bridge. Key difference here is that Global was actually contesting this area. Bisha is just defending the area from far away angles. And look, that Epi has already worked his way in, gotten that kill into KH. He will ultimately die to Shift Walk, and Huzo's still up as well, but Taz got a nice kill into Shift Walk. But it's up to Bora, Huzo, and Godhawk to defend against Pedaways, Taz, and Delcor. They're going to push into the site. Bora actually gets peeked out, but he's actually going to get the kill into Pedaways. And Taz now needs to just pistol him. Yeah, Taz easily pistol him down. Huzo is still on the flank though. Delcor playing the perfect angle once again, takes down Godhawk. And now they don't actually know where Huzo is coming from. But Huzo, if he can get onto this bar and get into the vent, he won't make any noise and he might surprise them. Oh, he did get into it, but he made noise. He's making a lot of noise. Yeah, Taz knows exactly where he is. 6-2 for Global, showing why they are the #1 team currently playing AVA. I mean, how many times they've, well, I guess it's debatable if they're the #1 team. But anyways, they're showing why they're one of the top 2 teams in AVA right now. And just like that, Godhawk takes down Kroon. Kroon was trying to peek there at mid. KH, of course, though, taking out Taz, so maybe a bit of a falter around here coming out from Global. But of course, Pedaways, Delcor are still alive, as well as Epi, who is currently sitting at 11-3 with 11.7 damage. Almost triple the amount of anyone else on the Bisha team. Epi trying to long-range X95R Godhawk. Delcor, though, taking down KH. Yeah, that ASW gun is very fast, so I'm not surprised to see how fast Delcor is getting these kills. I mean, it's Delcor and Epi who are last live in a 2-on-4. If they can pull this out, I mean, oh my gosh, Delcor is a monster. Just getting that kill to Huzo, peeks out, takes him out, doesn't even get hit once. Epi trying to go through the freezer, might want to try to support Delcor now. Just to see how they want to play it out, but Delcor is going to be pushing out. He's got to look at Shift Walk here. He's playing up on the balcony. I wouldn't even doubt Delcor to push into the NRF spawn right now. Yeah, I think that's exactly where he's going to go. He's going to meet up with Godhawk. He needs to turn to his left. Oh, the timing. Delcor needs to crouch or peek here. Oh, Godhawk easily crouched there, takes him out. Shift Walk takes down Epi, and that's going to be 6-3 with a dead round called from Global. So yeah, basically a list of things that Bisha need to do in order to come back in this half is basically start out fragging everyone on Global. Those individual one-on-one fights, they need to be brought back to a 50-50 split. Even a 60-40 split for them would be great. They need to stop letting Delcor and Taz getting 1 or 2 kills every single round. They need to prevent Epi from flanking every single round. And they basically just need to control Kroon, because Kroon can just go off at any moment. So there's a long list of things that Bisha needs to recognize, identify, and deal with if they want to come back here in this half. Basically, everyone except for Godhawk has had 3 times less the damage output of everyone else on Global, which sounds really bad because it is really bad. It's just been Godhawk trying to keep his team around. I mean, it's Godhawk who's clutched it out 1 or 2. Shiftwalk did clutch once or something, or got a 3K or something to win one of the rounds, but 6-3, down half rounds. I mean, you lose 1 round and that's it. You're out. The tournament's done. You lose. A lot of pressure here on Bisha. Definitely a lot of frustration. Hopefully it doesn't demoralize them and they can take it to a 3rd and 4th map. But we'll just have to see what Global has in store for us today and what's going on. Yeah, people ragging on me for calling Global the #1 team. They did win 3 AWC Cups. Andromeda won 3 as well, but Andromeda came third. Celsia came first in the AWC A points, so they were the best team out of the AWC season. But in the later stages of the last 3-4 months, I definitely say Global has been the better team so far. So in this current moment, I'd say Global is definitely better. Throughout the whole year, Celsius definitely was the best consistent team. But I don't think Celsius was ever the single best team at any one point, even if they won one A point cup as well. So I think that's a tricky discussion to have that I think I should be asking Global and Celsius what they think about that in an upcoming interview. But yeah, we're still waiting on Pettaways to get back in. I think playing with Kroon and Taz, their DC frequency has shifted over to Pettaways, as he's DCing as much as both of them combined these days. But shout out to all the viewers. Make sure you guys tell your friends that this game is going on. I mean, it could potentially be the last map, potentially even the last round. So make sure people come in, watch this game, and get engaged with the competitive AVA community. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Still waiting on Pettaways to get back into the room. Hopefully, he can be back here soon, and the tension can be at ease. He did just get back on wire, so hopefully we'll see him very soon back in the game. Again, guys, just linked in the chat the CGO AWC Japan Survival Guide. It lists all the rosters, the teams, their portraits, their pictures, I should say, their names, their team pages. Some of their Twitters should be updated there soon. The brackets, the group stage, the whole event format, pretty much the entire summary of the entire event. So just stay glued to that page during December 17th to the 20th, and you'll stay up to date and engaged with the entire AWC event in Japan. I'll be in Japan live updating and live streaming as well, so don't miss that event. But here we are, Pettaways is back. Let's get this started. Again, the score is 6-3 for Global. Global, of course, being on. All right, let's see. All right, so remember the score is 6-3, guys. So, yeah, Global just needs to win one round to win the entire cup. One round away. Bisha are a lot of rounds. 4 rounds away and 2 maps away from winning. And just look at this. Global have just spread across the entire map. Epi causing distraction over at 2. Meanwhile, the main front of the push is going to be over at 1. So we're going to have to hop on board to Shift Walk or Taz to see what they can do to either get those picks at the mid area. And yeah, look at that. Taz gets that easy shot onto KH. Taz is playing like a monster today. Haven't seen Taz in this kind of form in a very long time. And now it's going to be up to Shift Walk. Shift Walk gets 1. Shift Walk gets 2. Oh, he gets a 3rd kill as well. Shift Walk. He finds a 4th kill as well. Shift Walk just shut down all of Global. I hope he was recording that. That's going to be 6-4 now. Bisha just staying in it by the skin of their teeth by a shift walk. Was trying to rotate over to shift walk, but it wasn't actually working. Godhawk getting a nice kill onto Kroon. Delcor looking for a headshot, finds the headshot onto KH. But Huzo does back off, so KH was left there to die. 4-on-4 between these two teams. Remember, it's just one round away. Global can mess up all they want for the next 2 rounds and still be able to win. Delcor, of course, is pushing with the ASW, trying to be as aggressive as possible. As Huzo going to the back stairs area. Look at that. Petaway's pushing Balcony. Will take down Godhawk. Taz will find one on Tabora. And going to be Shiftwalk, who has to, once again, shut down Taz. Huzo is inside of the 2 site, along with 3 other global members. Oh, he gives his position away for nothing. They know exactly where he's playing. Can he peek this onto Delcor? Delcor is watching it, and yeah, it's going to be up to Shiftwalk. Shiftwalk, last one alive in a 1-on-3. Needs to win this, or they will lose the cup. Delcor kills Petaway. Oh my gosh, Shiftwalk takes down Delcor. He's in a 1-on-1. 25 seconds left. Maybe Delcor shouldn't have killed Petaway's. Alright, so he's just going to wait for Epi to come around. Epi's one hit. Shiftwalk is going to get the kill. And again, it's going to be 6-5. Bisha is slowly coming back. Global are going to hate themselves for potentially losing this map if they can come back even further. One more round for Bisha to tie it out with Global. Currently, Shiftwalk is 8-0. He's gotten 4 kills in 2 rounds. Or, sorry, 3 kills in each round on average. Epi, of course, though, is pushing around here in the generator. Can't find any kills. Godhawk is just staring and waiting. He's going to get naded out. Is going to get hit by that nade a little bit. And look at Delcor is going to find Godhawk. But look at that. Epi couldn't defend him. And KH is going to get a double kill. Huzo as well get a kill onto Kroon. But Petaways pushes out from balcony. Gets 1 kill. Gets 2 kills on Huzo and KH. He knows that Boar is playing at the back of the stairs. He's waiting for Taz to come around with the bomb. And he's aware that Shiftwalk always rotates over from the 1 site. Gets a lot of damage onto Bora. Petaways, can you get this kill? Oh, almost slowly getting this pistol shot. Getting a triple kill. And now he's going to be on the hunt for Shiftwalk to get his own 4K. Shiftwalk is currently 8-0. Can he go 10-0? Potentially 11-0 overall if he can get that bomb defused as well. Petaways is going to push out. Oh, Shiftwalk is going to shut him down, but Taz will eventually get the kill, and that's going to be the cup. That's going to be the series. Congratulations on Global on winning 3-0 over Bisha in the grand finals. Crazy, crazy game there coming out from Petaways and Shiftwalk and Taz and Delcor and everyone in this entire series. Excellent job to all of Global. Global definitely showing why they're the best team currently. And congratulations once to them again to winning another ESL Demolition Cup. Great job to Bisha on coming second. I mean, yeah, Celsia and Andromeda weren't actually participating in this cup, but I mean, they still placed second. They had to beat out teams like 3 and AEU1 and Sinister and teams like that. So excellent job to them. Good job on Global. I was impressed with their play. I mean, 7-5 on Nydia, 7-5 on But great effort coming out from Bisha once again. Would like to commend them again for participating in everything once again. But we'll be back on the second week of December. We'll be streaming that live here on CGO. And then the third weekend of December, we'll be in Japan streaming the AWC event. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But I think that about wraps it up for the whole day. I mean, it's a good 4.5 hour stream. So hope everyone enjoyed the cup, enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the entertainment. Make sure you guys follow the channel once again. We're at 2667 followers. Let's try to get 2670 or 2680 by the time we end the stream. Go subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. You'll get updated and notified with all the content we produce, as well as retweeting or sharing all the content that comes out of the Japanese or Korean scenes as well, or from the competitive players over there like Detonator or Clan Heat White. But other than that, guys, make sure you guys check out the CGO AVA Japan Survival Guide. It's linked in the chat.